Thank you, Jose. Good afternoon, everyone. I think I've got the best slot just after lunch where our tummies are full and our minds are drifting. So I decided to start my talk with a video. Please, can we have the video, please?
The traditional model of drug discovery is fragmented and expensive. In the last 15 years, very few new chemical entities have been added to the Indian market. The pharmaceutical industry needs to ensure affordability and quality to address the needs of the patient community. The challenge is to manage risk without limiting innovation. Synergia Bios is a unique biopharmaceutical incubator with more than 2 decades of experience in innovation, incubation, and manufacturing in both domestic and international markets. Our mission is to use systems, processes, and tools of Big Pharma to deliver quality and affordable medicines to the community. The methodology is to extract key science newly available in the public domain, reformulate, repackage, and generate valid IP. Since the 1990s, we have worked with the Nobel Prize winner Vincent Sambratha and the World Health Organization in building supply chains for generic antiretroviral, anti-malaria, and anti-tuberculosis drugs from India. We developed a complex 5-compound quinine injectable for a potent strain of malaria in Francophone West Africa. Our pragmatic approach enables us to deliver sustainable economics by reverse engineering and retrofitting existing molecules to provide additional benefits to both the community and the patients. We have a dedicated project team with proven experience in Big Pharma and drug discovery, and collaborations with some of the finest research institutes, including Harvard MIT Health Sciences and Technology, King's College London, NCP India, Indian Institute of Science, GNCASR, and NCA Pune. We have currently patented an innovative platform in nanotechnology targeted towards the cure of diseases related to the central nervous system. Synergia Biosciences. Our commitment is to develop innovative and economical models for drug development by addressing situation-specific needs for affordable medicine at the most accessible conditions. Translation research at its best. To collaborate or support us, contact.
Thank you everyone. This is my first time at the TIA Summit and I must congratulate Jose and his team for this, well put together and curated event. And thank you again, Jose, for giving me this opportunity to talk about our innovation at Synergia Biosciences, which we have built entirely through supply chain engineering. And what better day than today to talk about it as we celebrate Engineers Day. So let me just briefly take you through who we are. Synergia Biosciences is a unique Indian biopharmaceutical incubator with more than 3 decades of experience in manufacturing, supply chain engineering, and marketing, both for regulated and unregulated markets. And our mission has been to deliver quality and affordable medicine to the patient community by using systems and tools of Big Pharma. And how we do it is that we extract key sciences which are newly available in the public domain, we reverse engineer it, recreate valid IP to create sustainable economics. And we have a track record of developing a successful quinine resorcinol for Francophone Western Africa, and we were the only supplier of this injectable from this part of Asia to Africa for about 8 years, and this initiative of ours has touched the lives of millions of people in Africa, Asia, South America, and Commonwealth countries. Thank you. So what is this innovation that we have patented? It's a nano emulsion, a novel drug delivery platform designed to deliver drugs to the central nervous system. It's through a nasal spray. So it's a direct nose to brain delivery. And what is it? It's typically designed for the delivery of water-insoluble drugs. It ensures rapid onset of action, often less than 5 minutes, and it's curated to improve therapeutic efficacy with lower dose and minimal side effects. Now, why intranasal? As we all know, snorting is the easiest way to allow drugs to get to the brain. And why brain? Because brain has 9 major neurotransmitters. And by targeting them, a wide range of diseases can be controlled. We also know that about 98% of the drugs which are being used to target the brain, they don't even reach the brain through the conventional routes. And when I say conventional routes, it's either oral or the IM, which is the intramuscular form. And what are the features of our technology? It bypasses the first pass metabolism. So if you take oral, it has to go through your first pass metabolism and it takes longer to act, sometimes even 4 to 5 hours. Whereas with the nasal spray, it's easier. The rapid absorption is often within 2 minutes. Ensures higher bioavailability, transports the drug to the brain without crossing the blood-brain barrier, reduces systemic exposure, thereby reducing the side effects. And what I mean by this is that the dose required in the nasal spray is much lesser when compared to that of oral or IM, and your side effects is gradually reduced. Enhanced stability and broad applicability. It's preservative-free, and when I say it's preservative-free, it's easier on the nasal mucosa, like in sensitives like babies or older population, we can even use it for sensitive mucosal layer. Non-invasive, it is, it's self-administration and it's painless. Now the classes of drugs that we can validate our platform are antiemetic, vertigo, anti-epileptic, antidepressant, insulin, binge drinking, vaccine, antipsychotic, migraine, antipyretic. So there's a plethora of drugs that we can validate our platform in, and I would like to give a few use cases. For example, if you take antiemetic. Antiemetic, one of the drug that we have stabilized is ondansetron, which is currently available only in the oral and IM form. And this is used for chemotherapy-induced nausea, pregnancy-induced nausea, seasickness, travel sickness, and etc. So the nasal spray, so when you're already nauseated, you would not want to take a tablet or an IM form, right? So that is where the nasal form can be a game changer. Next use case is in the field of vaccine, and since the outbreak of COVID pandemic 2020, we have been foreseeing the nasal spray as the most effective way forward. Now, intranasal is an excellent substitute to intramuscular immunization, which we've all been taking today. Now, what happens with intramuscular is that we get only 2 antibodies, which is IgM and IgG. Whereas with intranasal immunization, we get all the 3 antibodies, which is IgA, IgG, and IgM. Therefore, your immunity will be longer and perhaps you don't even need a booster dose. And another use case that I would like to give is migraine. Migraine is so common that every other person that I know has migraine today. So the main challenge here is to relieve the pain automatically. Now, even if you take a paracetamol, it takes about 4 to 5 hours to relieve the pain. Whereas with our nasal spray, it's much quicker. And what we have done with this drug is that there's a drug called olanzapine. It's the most challenging drug today to stabilize. Currently, the olanzapine is is available in oral and in IM form. IM, again, it's in the lyophilized where the liquid and the solid form is separated and you have to mix it just when you have to administer. So this was the biggest challenge, and I can proudly say that at Synergia Biosciences, we have made it into a liquid nano-emulsion nasal spray today. So basically, we can use many drugs, and I'm here available today, so if you want, I can talk more about it. So this is going back to 2019 when Mr. Simon and I had met Dr. Ari Mishelkar, who was one of the renowned scientists today. He mentioned to me that a few companies like Nokia, BlackBerry or Google Lens did not make it is because they failed to comply with the assured framework. And so we wanted to make sure that we tick all the parameters of the assured framework, and here it goes. Affordable, it's cheaper, enhanced stability, and there's a broad applicability like I mentioned. Scalable, we can use from pediatrics to geriatrics. Sustainable, it's an economic model, it's preservative free, so it's clean. Universal, it's acceptable by all race and gender. Rapid, the onset of the drug is rapid, which you need only lower dose and minimal side effects. Excellent in terms of the technology, we've used the most advanced nanotechnology. Distinctive in terms of the IP, we've got 20-year grant patent in Japan, US, EU, and in India. So the global market, if you see the distribution, as we all can see that migraine, which was about 1 billion in 2019, in about 6 years it has increased to 9 billion USD, and similarly to other diseases as well. The intellectual property here, like I mentioned, we've got a 20-year grant patent in Japan, US, EU, and in India. And I would like to add that we've been told by our Japanese attorney that we were the only company to get patent in the last 15 years, Indian company to get a patent in the last 15 years. So thank you. And market potential is valued at 30.4 billion. But again, I have a disclaimer, we haven't, countered vaccine or insulin market in this value. And what we are looking for today is that we would like to reach out to partners who would be interested to license and jointly develop products through commercialization. Now, the objective here is to find a company who would like to use our platform to deliver drugs intranasally. And our research collaborations are Harvard, MIT, King's, Weizmann, Stellenbosch, NCB, NCL, Indian Institute of Science, Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, and the University of Cambridge. Thank you. And I would like to just quickly take you through a video of our testimonials. So, can I have the video, please?
Mine goes back to 5 years ago, 2017, when Tommy and Sambratha and I had a conversation in my office. And we were both from what we discussed, compassion is very important for this country. We were to create an inclusive and non-exclusive society.
I think Synergia Bios and Toby and his team, clearly this is a wonderful team. They are great entrepreneurs and innovators and leaders.
Intranasal platforms have many advantages in the best wishes to the Synergia team.
I think it's very exciting to know that there is such a technology that could make drug delivery through the nasal route.
Congratulate the Tommy team for this innovative, way of